Hey, you guys remember that one time I said we were going to get a new flight sim panel? We are expecting a new panel. Bam! There it is, guys. The Flight Sim Builder G1000 TNxi kit with the Honeycomb controls. So if you're the one that said Flight Sim Builder or Flight Velocity new Flight Sim panel, you are correct. That's what we got. Let's take a quick look at how this thing came together, and you guys are really gonna like this. Let's take a look. Okay, for anybody trying to keep up, you guys can go to flightsimbuilder.com. I'll leave links down in the description. They have multiple configurations. You come over here, you can see exactly what we're talking about. More to come on this here in a little bit. And there it is. Flight Sim Builder. Well, one of the boxes. I got another one over there. This is where it's gonna get fun. Me trying to do a camera and hold a knife. I don't do well with knives. Ooh, lots of kindling for the fire. Here. Oh, oh, come on. The pause. Okay, so we got the pause button in here, and the quartz the Hobbs meter. Sorry, just screws. Ooh, all right, that's gonna be a fun one. Okay, let's see what we got here. This looks like a. This is your panel. This is something nice, like you would almost put into a real aircraft. So many levels of this thing. I'm gonna have to watch the video from Flight Sim Builder and see how this thing goes together. So far, it seems really nice, though. Ooh, all right. Basically, a lot of stuff down here. So I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on setting this up. I'm probably not gonna make a whole video on that, but I will come back to this and show you guys what the finished product looks like. Oh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that felt good. All right, just a little video to show you guys how this whole flight simulator PC thing works. So I always use a PC. I'm setting this up to set up a new flight simulator right now. So you guys will probably see other videos about that. If not, I'll leave links in the description and whatnot. So I literally have nothing but the computer, the monitor, and like the USB hub set up, and the keyboard and the mouse, which are plugged into this, which is like a little mini USB hub. I got the sides all attached to this. This is actually pretty well structured. I kind of get an idea of what's going on. So what we're going to do, eventually we're going to take this, and this is going to go probably on here or a little bit below there. We'll find out. All right, quick update. I've got the bottom on here, the top, I don't know if that was on there before, and the sides. I mean, this thing's pretty structurally sound. These are good steel pieces that aren't going anywhere. So once I get everything put together and I got the panel on the front, this is gonna be in pretty good shape. Okay, got all these in here. This thing is not going anywhere. This thing's really going together very IKEA-like so far. All right, so put this little metal panel up over the top side of there. It's very flexible. And now I got to do the other side. All right, I think I have it. It's pretty well all set to go. I was not able to get the Yoke to fit in here. So Yoke is a no-go. I did get the LG Yoke to fit in here. I do have a Honeycomb. It's made for the Honeycomb Yoke, okay? So if you have a Honeycomb Yoke, either the light Honeycomb Bravo, I think it's the Bravo or an Alpha, or the light version of that, it'll slide right in here. It'll work great. It'll kind of screw it down or hold it and clamp it in place, and it'll go right in there, and it should work fine. The LG fits right in there too, so until my Honeycomb comes, I do have a Honeycomb on the way, and we're going to see how that fits when it comes. Just wanted to see how it would look. I have not plugged anything in yet, so the only thing I've got right now going, I did put the old pedestal in here. This was meant for the Honeycomb throttle quadrant right in here. I may or may not test that out, but I have this set up and it's all the same stuff. The only thing that I'm missing is a flap switch and a gear up, gear down. That would actually be really nice because I don't have that set up, and that's what you would get with a Honeycomb throttle quadrant there. But guess what came while I was doing all this? Mr. Amazon. Guess what we have here? Oh, that's right. We have a Honeycomb control system and a dog in the shrubs. All right. Switches We got the toggles, the coolie hat, yoke. We got switch panel, I think I mentioned that. And it looks also Windows 10 compatible. Hopefully it's Windows 11. I am using Windows 10 though right now. So also Mac compatible. So all right, there it is. Check that out. So this thing looks nice. So here's where that cable, that Ethernet cable goes. Just mounts underneath. That's like the way that it looks and feels. It looks fantastic. All right, not gonna lie, I'm liking what I'm seeing, guys. So I've got the MFD, the PFD set up. We're flying an instrument approach. I should probably be paying closer attention, but I've got everything working. As far as I know, I'm not a G1000 guy out the gate, so you know, I'm kind of making things up, kind of learning about the G1000 as we kind of make this up here, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Everything is working good. Everything is really well made from what I can see, and everything is functioning with X-Plane, and I think that is working great. I've got the throttle quadrant down here. Everything that I could want in a flight simulator is right here. If this is something that you want, if this is something that you want to get set up pretty quickly and easily, this is a really easy way to go. If you guys are looking for a turnkey operation, you guys want a flight sim and you want to have this at home for familiarization, just flying around, having fun, entertainment, whatever it is, I think this is the way that you're going to want to go. So a link is in the description. It's going to be in the first comment. You guys can set this up and have a flight simulator at home. It comes with a panel. They will assemble it. If you want to assemble it yourself, you can take that off and save a little bit of money. If you already have a Honeycomb Alpha Bravo, you don't have to get that. You could take that out. You can supply your own products there and save a little bit of money. I'm gonna leave you guys that link down in the description. Go check that out. You guys can build this to suit your needs and have a flight simulator sitting on your desk within the next month. And well, one other thing, check this out. I wanted to point out the fact that I've got this this powered USB hub, and most of these, there's 20 hubs, 20 ports on the bottom of this, and I didn't use any of them, actually. This thing I could shut off and it wouldn't bother, it wouldn't hurt anything. So everything that I plugged in from here with the G1000 setup here and the controller, the yoke, all of this stuff, everything plugged right into the back of the actual PC. So just so you know, that's how minimalistic compared to my other rig this thing is. I wanted to point out, I am in the middle of this instrument approach. The runway is right there. So I am not doing too bad. This was, you know, just figuring it out. I was using the autopilot to assist and set up an approach over here on the MFD. Everything worked out pretty good. I've got the dual radios. Everything is so, I don't want to say simple to use, but it's so clean. Like, it's so simple. It is simple. If you know, like, some basics of the G1000, you can set up a path. You can put your maps up over here. You can set your comms, set your navs, set up an approach. You can go fly your approaches and go fly to an airfield. It's actually really awesome. So if you guys want something simple, if you guys want something almost out of the box, or if you want, it could be direct out of the box. All you have to do is plug it in, set up some software. This is a really easy, simplistic way to go. And I do highly recommend this. So that is an option for you, is the Flight Sim Builder or Flight Velocity's flagship panel, the TNxi G1000 suite here. This is a collab with Flight Sim Builder, so I may or may not be getting a small commission if you guys make a purchase of this, but it all goes to support the channel. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I've really enjoyed putting this together and just kind of playing around with everything and seeing how it all works. And I think this has been a really good experience. I'm really enjoying this. Let's land this airplane. Let's see how I do landing the airplane with one hand here. So I just put in the second notch of flaps. Now I want a little bit cray-cray over here. It's a little bit snowy. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with one hand. There we go. I do have the throttle all the way back as well. Woo, all right. Not too shabby. Could have been better, could have been worse. But I think overall, I think I did all right for a one-handed landing. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I will catch up with you guys in another video. I'll probably have some other tutorials, some how-to guides, probably a review as opposed to this vlog style video that I just made. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. If you guys want one of these, real easy setup, go pick one of these things up. It'll make your lives a lot easier as opposed to trying to figure everything out, you know, with my whole design theory. So, all right, I'll catch up with you guys and talk to you guys next time. See you.